Did she feed you to the tigers, Dawn?
That's right off the jump.
Look, there's some guy on a golf cart approaching us right now. Hi. Are we okay here?
Nope.
No.
This whole road has a no trespassing order.
Just recently, a show on Netflix called Tiger King caught my attention for several reasons. A lot of the show was filmed where I grew up in Tampa, Florida. As an animal lover, it sheds light on animals in captivity that shouldn't be. But most of all, there was a disappearance and potential murder of a man that still remains unsolved after 23 years. Just 2 months prior to Don Lewis's disappearance, he tried filing a restraining order against his wife Carole Baskin, fearing for his life, and then disappeared to never be seen again. There are talks of Carole Baskin feeding Don Lewis's remains to tigers at Big Cat Rescue, being pushed out of an airplane over the ocean, and even rumors of Don Lewis's body being in a septic tank. Today we're driving to Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, and a few of the filming locations of Tiger King to try and get some answers as to what happened to Don Lewis. If Don Lewis was murdered and justice wasn't served, his spirit may be very active and have something to share with us. So what you see here is Gun Highway. I grew up in Tampa. In fact, I was around when this was called Wildlife on Easy Street, and it's now Big Cat Rescue. But you know, in the show Tiger King, Easy Street's portrayed as this, and at one point it was. I mean, Citrus Park was kind of like in the middle of nowhere, but you know, if you look around, you got Citrus Park Mall right here. You have the Veterans, aka Suncoast Parkway right there. I mean, there's a bike trail. It's a very, very busy area, shopping centers everywhere. And you go down the street and you have all this acreage of land with huge cats around. There's a McDonald's right next door, you know, but there's Easy Street right there. And it says no outlet. There's a car going out of there right now, but you can look right across the street. That's Citrus Park Mall. That mall opened up, I believe, in the late 90s. You know, so yeah, this was in the middle of nowhere at one point. But anyways, it's gonna be a fun adventure. There it is, Easy Street. So this is the trail where she would ride her bike every day. Big Cat Rescue is up at the end, and it's all gated off. You're not gonna see any cats from here on, but I believe it's close to 50 acres or 40 acres of land. But yeah, Carole would ride on her bike from here. I wonder if she does it now, being that she doesn't have to worry about her life. I don't know.
What does this say?
Area right there.
Oh, look, there it says under surveillance.
Oh, look, right there.
24-hour surveillance. Oh, okay. It says it's closed due to the coronavirus.
Okay. Well, they have cameras pretty much everywhere. That right there behind those gates is Big Cat Rescue. So right behind this green fence here, this is all Big Cat Rescue. I wonder if they sold off some of this property.
Oh, what was that? It's Don trying to get our attention.
No, this is a really crappy dirt road, by the way. I mean, this kind of looks like we're in the middle of nowhere. But you have, look, you have that's the Suncoast Parkway right there. See, that's the bike trail right there. Who is that? There's somebody at the front gate now. Huh. One thing that I noticed around Big Cat Rescue, don't want to piss them off, because I'm going to show you in a second, right down the street is the sheriff's office. I mean, the sheriff's office that they showed on Tiger King is literally, I mean, I could throw a rock at it on Easy Street. Let's see what this says right here. All Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office deputies are authorized representatives to advise any person to leave these premises, including parking lots. Failure to vacate these premises or vacate the premises after being so instructed may result in an arrest for trespass after warning. I do want to get a spirit box communication There's somebody out like right in front of the gate right now. We need to hurry up with our spirit box session. What are they doing? They're out of the car. What if they got guns over there? I'm gonna be doing one spirit box session using my app, which if you want to use that app, you can go down in the description below. Are they still back there?
Mm-hmm. I'm watching them.
Okay, good. I have my own opinions about this, but you know, nowadays you have to be. Oh, there's. Oh,
what?
There. Look. All right, a golf cart just pulled up. Right over there. I don't know what happened. I wonder if they're. We need to hurry up because I wonder if they're gonna call the cops on us.
I mean, it's under 24-hour surveillance. Yeah, they're just sitting there looking.
They're sitting. I mean, we're just chilling. We're doing spirit box session. All right, we're gonna hurry up and get to this. So I have my app hooked up to my car through Bluetooth. Are you here, Don? Are there any spirits? Were you fed to the did that say 96? They're still back there. They're taking a good look at us.
Help.
Lawyer. Don, are you here with us? Is? We want to hear from you, Don. Are you alive still? Dead. Did you hear that? Were you buried here at Big Cat Rescue? Yes. Were you buried or were you fed to the tigers? You'll see.
Eat?
Oh, they're coming out here.
They're coming out here?
Yeah, I think they're... Oh, they're coming out here. Look, there's some guy on a golf cart approaching us right now.
They're coming over here.
Hi. Are we okay here?
Nope.
No.
This whole road has a no trespassing order, so you gotta go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Sorry about that.
All right. Take care.
The whole road has a no trespassing order?
Yeah.
You know what doesn't have a no trespassing order? That big old hotel parking lot that backs up to this road.
That's true. We sort of got kicked out
Look,
of Easy Street.
we can go right here.
This is a road, though. It's. I thought it was a public road.
I mean, on the other side of the fence is private property. But look, that hotel right there, literally, it's in the same spot that where we were parked at.
So you know that the volunteers, they wear certain shirts, and those shirts show like their rank.
You know what I should have said to her?
What?
Are you getting paid yet?
She's just doing her job. I mean, she was kind of...
You mean her volunteer work?
I'm sure there's a lot of people that are coming here and just causing trouble. Maybe animal rights activists are here all the time too.
Carole has, for the Big Cat Rescue, there are, like hundreds of volunteers.
I'm not sure how many.
And there was a lot in the show.
And they do it because of love.
Yeah, and they do it because they want to help the animals and stuff.
But they
However,
work hard. They work really hard.
They do not get paid, and they
No
go
one gets
up in
paid.
rank with shirts. And one girl said that she would work from, what was it, like 12-hour days just to get through, like she worked 6 days a week for 12 hours just to get through to her next shirt color. And it would take her a year to get through to her next thing. So she was working 6 days a week for 12 hours, not getting paid, just as a volunteer.
That's insane.
And this lady, this lady was making millions, not off, off of her dead husband. And people were paying to come here, and she wasn't paying her volunteers nothing.
She does have a YouTube channel too, and a Facebook. I'm not sure if she's getting
merchandise.
paid.
All of this money, people are paying to come here, and she's not paying the people here that help her take care of these animals nothing.
Do you think they should be getting paid?
if they're going to be here helping her take care of these animals, yeah, they should be getting paid. Especially if they work in 6 days a week for 12 hours. That's taken away from this girl's job that she could be getting paid for.
Everybody's got bills to pay. I mean, if you knew that the person you were working for free was making all this money, I mean, wouldn't you be like, you know, hey, can I at least get paid minimum wage? I mean, our economy's tough right now.
If you're working 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, that's not volunteer. That's full-time work. You're working.
Yeah, true.
You're working 6 days a week for 12 hours a day. That's redunculous. To not get paid for it.
This is where we can legally come, because we're on the Marriott property.
I mean, it's literally 5 steps from where we were just parked.
We're not in a public, I mean, technically, we're trespassing at the Marriott, too. Unless I do order a room here. I could order a room. Well, you know that the rooms are probably really cheap with what's going on right now. Our state isn't on a lockdown just yet, but personally, we have been staying at home and not really going anywhere, except for like drives like this. I mean, we've been maintaining the whole social distancing like most people are trying to do. I do feel like Florida should go on a lockdown. Maybe it will in the next couple days or so, but should we do that? Like, get a hotel room?
And we don't have to stop and get gas either, because
they do have a Tesla charger right out front too. There's Big Cat Rescue right there. That's where we're at.
And we were parked literally right here doing the spirit box.
All of this is Big Cat Rescue. It does show some drone shots with like water, and you can see it's all of this right here. So it must be all of this area right here. You know,
I don't even like calling it a rescue. It's a freaking zoo.
You think so?
Yeah, she's keeping them in these like cages or whatever. They're not even that big for them to be like running around. I have learned from this stupid show that, sorry, it's not stupid, but every single one of those people are psycho. They are all crazy.
If you haven't watched Tiger King, be sure to watch it, because it is very, very entertaining. And
stick with dogs. No,
I love it because it's real. It's the real world of what's going on with these big cats. Personally, I mean, I'm an animal lover. Seeing animals like this, I mean, if you've watched my SeaWorld videos, I'm very much against big animals being in captivity, like the orca whales and dolphins. Any kind of wildlife that belongs out in the wild, especially these big cats. At one time or another, Carole Baskin, and you can look this up for yourself, I mean, even on the show, she was breeding and selling big cats. She started out the Big Cat Rescue with purchasing animals. She wasn't just taking
and she was making them house pets.
She was, yeah. She wasn't just taking these animals in, like, you know, like when I think of a rescue, I think of, you know, getting a dog, an animal that, I mean, there are some rescues out there like Big Cat Rescue, and I'm not saying anything bad about them. I'm sure there's a lot of good that they're doing for big cats, but, you know, at one time or the other, they were bringing in cats, like buying them just like anybody would. And I'm against that. When
I think of like a rescue of like exotic animals, I think of them rescuing them from being endangered or hurt or whatever. And like they bring them in, they help them, they rehab them, and then they find a location and set them back out into the wild.
I don't know though. Do you think these animals would be okay going back into the wild?
Like if you rescue them from the wild?
Well, I don't think, like, okay, for example, Big Cat Rescue, they have a tiger there that came from the circus. I feel like wild animals have wild animal instincts. But then if they were raised, okay in the wild? But if they were raised in captivity and then released, they're dependent on being on people feeding them. Yeah, do you think they would? I mean, they're smart creatures. See, when I think of rescue, I'm thinking of them rescuing them. And around, it's coming back. It's coming back? Yeah, let's walk over here and act like we're part of the thing. Here. So there's Easy Street right there. We just saw a white pickup truck come this way, and I think it kind of spotted us. Maybe they're, I don't know what's going on, but they're coming back. I'll just stay right here. If you come here, like we came here, you're going to be greeted in the same manner we were, and that car. I thought it was security at first, that truck, but it wasn't. It looked like they were out of the car. Maybe they were doing a video or something too. We're being followed by that SUV right there. That's the third time they go. See? That SUV. Oh, that white one? Yeah, I seen it to this parking lot. I seen it go by. Before. I just thought it was part of the hotel. I feel like I'm doing something so wrong right now, but I'm not. So Tiffany went into the hotel. She maintained a 6 feet distance, of course. How much is a room here?
$99 a night.
Okay.
And the guy kept looking. Let me show this. So
oh yeah, she was holding this
right here. So I have
here.
this in my hand, which is like, so I'm like this, and the guy's like looking down at my hand like.
Am I being interviewed?
And I was just like, $99. Okay, thanks.
Big cat rescue behind me. So this is the same spirit box app that I was using in the car, except I have it hooked up to my speaker. See right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit start. First, you want to ask a question to Dawn?
Yeah, I want to know, like, ask if is it on right now?
Yeah. Well, I have to hit start.
Did Carole feed you to the tigers?
Did she feed you to the tigers, Dawn?
It sounded like he said yes right off the jump.
Court. Why were you scared of her? Were you in fear for your life beforehand?
Bait.
Bait. Are you wanting justice to be served? Almost sounds like his voice, from what I've heard. We want to know where you're at. Were you pushed out of a plane? There's talks about him being pushed out of a plane too. Over the water. We want answers. We want to know what happened to you. Is Carole innocent?
Sounds like she did it.
She did it? I'm gonna have to go back and see exactly what the spirits were trying to say to us. There's some times where if we're outside, it's kind of noisy out. I hear traffic, you hear a lot of wind and stuff. So I wasn't able to hear everything. We did catch a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was one thing that stood out to you?
Once, it sounded like it whispered she did it.
She did it.
And
okay.
bait.
I heard that. I heard bait.
It was either bait or 8.
8. Man, I wanted to come out here at nighttime. Would have definitely got the cops called.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As Tiffany was helping film that spirit box session, she was like kneeling on leaves and stuff, and you can see the leaves like engraved on her legs. Especially that one right there. It's like a perfect leaf. That's from an oak tree.
Is it weird that I'm like looking at my legs to see if there's any messages?
Oh yeah, what if there's a message there? Legit, let us know here in the comments if something reads something here. I don't know, we're gonna keep looking. Here's the sheriff's office that was... Oh, they have their own fuel tank.
I saw
you see
that.
That dude was pumping gas from that big fuel tank. That's awesome. And here's the entrance to the Citrus Park Mall, the same mall that is right in front of Big Cat Rescue. So I just wanted to show you. That is the sheriff's office that was featured in Tiger King. While editing this video and doing some research of my own, I found something important that was left out of the show Tiger King. Back in 2002, Carole Baskin had a lover named Jay Bakal, and he also was in fear for his life and seeked out a restraining order against Carole Baskin. In the restraining order, it even goes into some more details as to what may have happened to Dawn Lewis. Not such a far drive away from Tampa, Florida is Spring Hill, Florida. And I mean, how long was this drive? Maybe like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where they found Don Lewis's van. Supposedly he would fly his personal airplane off of that runway right over there. This is pilot country. Do you think his plane is still here? No.
No.
There's no way.
They don't know if he flew anywhere or not because he never recorded anything, because a few days after or the next day or something after he got his pilot's license,
He lost it.
So anytime he flew, he did it under the radar to where it wasn't like, it didn't have to be logged.
You know how many times I've driven by this and I never noticed this was an airport? This is right off of State Road 52. This was in the show Tiger King also. It's a very quiet road here in Spring Hill, Florida.
They say that his car might have been planted. And,
his keys were in the van too.
Right, and they allowed her to like drive the car back to their home, and they didn't even search it or fingerprint it or anything for like days.
Couple days. Yeah.
They did a really slack job on his investigation.
The sheriff that was investigating said that he felt that somebody had driven the van up here and they were like covering something up. I'm not sure. You know, I have my own opinions on what happened. I want to ask you, what do you think happened to Don Lewis? Do you think Carole Baskin is innocent? If you have not watched Tiger King on Netflix, it's #1 in the world right now. And I was wondering why it was #1 in the world. I mean, it was like just a few days after it aired. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check this show out.
Since the show aired, they're now reopening the case.
They did reopen the case. Good point. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention is, and I'm not sure, I think this happened 2 years ago, from my understanding. They asked Carole if she'd be up for a lie detector test, and she refused.
No, that was during the thing, I think. It was
it during the show?
It was, no, not the show. It was during the investigation.
No, this was recent.
I thought they were saying it was during the show.
Okay, I don't have my facts on that, but anyways, she denied a lie detector test. I mean, it's just what I kind of dug up online. I'm not sure exactly if that's true or not. I'd like to know what you guys think about this whole thing. Do you think she's guilty? You think she did something? Do you think they're gonna find any dirt since they have the investigation open again? Either way, there's a man that lost his life that's missing. I mean, for all we know, he could be in Costa Rica, like they said. The police did go out to Costa Rica and they went looking for him out there too.
Well, I mean, she broke into his office and she cut the locks to his office, went in there and stole his like life insurance policies, 2 of them. He had one in his, or he had one, and then the secretary had one, or she had both copies. I don't know, but she went in there and stole it, re-altered the whole life insurance policy, because you could do things back then, I guess, I don't know, and changed it from death to disappearance. Because if there's no body, you can't collect on life insurance.
In other words, how did he know himself that he was going to disappear? So that's a red flag right there that should have been taken care of, and it should have been investigated a little bit more. I don't know. There's a reason why this investigation is open again, or this case is open again to be investigated, and I'm actually excited to see the outcome of it. And, you know, if Carole Baskin is innocent, honestly, I want that to happen if she is innocent. If she's guilty, I really want to find out what happened to Don Lewis. I mean, was he fed to the tigers, like people were saying? Was he pushed out of an airplane?
Was he put into a septic tank?
Yeah, that's one thing too, that they mentioned, him being in a septic tank and a property. I think it was at Big Cat Rescue.
Yeah, it's their property. She was just weird. Like everything that popped up, like every scenario,
she'd laugh
about it. Like, I can't put him in a meat grinder. You can't even fit your hand in there. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, like it was just kind of weird. And I mean, that's, like I said, I have my opinion on it, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to get sued over my opinion.
She put her business out there. She agreed to put herself on video and put her out there to be judged.
Good point.
I'm judging you.
Good
Sorry,
point.
Carole.
Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button. I do want to do a little bit more Tiger King type investigation videos. Somebody did mention to me to maybe go check out where they're building the new Joe Exotic's GW Zoo. Also, I got the idea to go to the prison where Joe Exotic is serving time for a murder for hire charge and animal cruelty charge.
They found tiger remains on
his property, which is really sad. And he admitted to euthanizing some tigers, even though they say that he may have shot these tigers. But I don't know, maybe I could reach out to the spirit world and find out. Maybe I could even get an interview with Joe Exotic. I don't want to go that far. Maybe that would be great. I really like the guy. I like his personality, his spunk. I'm not in agreement to tigers and big cats in captivity, but the guy, as far as personality is concerned, I really, really like him.
I feel like he let fame go to his head.
Maybe he did.
He got more obsessed with fame than he did animals over time.
Be sure to watch Tiger King if you haven't already. I'm not being paid by Netflix to say this, by the way. I'm just saying it from one friend to another to watch it because it's a really good show. And I know a lot of you are at home trying to find things to do. Most of our country's on lockdown. We're getting ready to go back home. We haven't, I mean, this is the first time we kind of get out and go. I know a lot of my videos, it shows me out and about, but I'm at home, okay? Trust me when I say I am at home. Be sure to check out my vlog channel for some more content. Give me some ideas of some stuff to do if we do happen to go on a lockdown here in Florida. I gotta go for now before we leave. Give me a kiss.